So before I get into this segment here, I want to say that, of course, the rumors are true. There have been a lot of rumors about me, and I think they're relevant when discussing the following piece of material. The rumors are true. And I wouldn't mention this if I didn't have to, but there's so much pressure. There's a couple articles about it, so I feel like I just have to come clean. Yes, the rumors are true. I do work with NATO. In fact, I'm an official NATO correspondent. So a lot of people have been wondering, why does she love Ukraine so much? I love Zelensky. I love Ukraine. I just love them all. Why? Well, obviously, I'm an official representative of NATO. And so I just have to mention that before we get started. But anyway, a couple of days ago, someone by the name of Jackson Hinkle was on television, and needless to say, it seems a little bizarre. So once again, I demolished this child in a debate about a year ago. A year ago, Jackson Hinkle asked me to debate him, and under the guise that he is a Marxist, he is a communist. In fact, he is such a communist that he's further to the left than me. I'm a woke libtard, right? And so we had a debate. Didn't really go so well for him, and ever since, he's just been going further and further to the right. And now he's on Tucker Carlson's show. The grift has been completed. So I just want to say, again, a year ago, people were telling me, oh, you got to debate this communist guy. Oh, the communist. Got to debate the communist. And all it took was 1 year later, and now he's a right-wing crazy person. But don't take my word for it. Let's watch the clip.
Biden is plunging us into a fascist state, and he is taking cues from what Zelensky is doing in Ukraine to manufacture this dystopian state and this.
Okay, so we're Biden, not Trump. Biden is sinking us into a fascist state, and then you quote, "Look at what Zelensky is doing." Now, are we going to talk about what Zelensky is doing? No. Does anyone know what Zelensky is doing? No. Are you going to pinpoint any specific things that Zelensky did that you have questions with? Because I can. I can talk about things I disagree with about Zelensky's handling of the war and as a leader. But what are we talking about? All we know is Zelensky is doing something. Let's find out.
Dystopian reality in America. And there's no real surprise for me there, because at the end of the day, Volodymyr Zelensky, the president of Ukraine, and Joe Biden are controlled by the same exact people. They're controlled.
Oh, okay. So hold on. Hold the phone. In fact, wait a second. I'm getting a call. Oh, 1 second. It's my NATO representative. Hold up. Give me a phone. Give me a sec. Hello? Yep. Hold on. I'll mute the microphone. Okay. All right. Bye. All right. So that was my NATO representative. And he's just informed me that Jackson Hinkle is going to reference the George Soros checks. Now, I'm on Soros's paywall. I've been getting Soros checks for a long time now. I don't know if Jackson Hinkle knew this. When I debated him last year, the only reason I even accepted the debate was because George Soros gave me an exorbitant amount of money. You have to debate Jackson Hinkle. You have to do it. NATO and George Soros paid me to debate him a year ago. And so it seems that Jackson is on to us.
Exact people. They're controlled by individuals like George Soros and controlled by people like Klaus Schwab at the World Economic Forum. And they're going to do whatever they want. To put it quite simply, Zelensky's using the intelligence community in Ukraine and the Nazi Azov thugs in Ukraine to silence freedom-loving Ukrainians. Joe Biden in the United States, though he can't remember what he had for breakfast this morning or who his wife is, his handlers and his cronies are prepping the CIA, the FBI, Antifa, the IRS, and now Ministry of Truth to attack freedom-loving Americans.
Okay. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay. So, Joe Biden is controlling. So, George Soros controls Joe Biden. Or wait, no. Okay, George Soros controls Zelensky. Zelensky controls Biden. Biden controls not just the FBI, the CIA. It makes sense. But Joe Biden is directing the FBI and the CIA and Antifa and the IRS to do something to freedom-loving Americans. We don't know what the something is. Hold on, I want to watch this again.
Zelensky, the president of Ukraine, and Joe Biden are controlled by the same exact people. They're controlled by individuals like George Soros and controlled by people like Klaus Schwab at the World Economic Forum, and they're going to do whatever they want. To put it quite simply, Zelensky is using the intelligence community in Ukraine and the Nazi Azov thugs in Ukraine to silence freedom-loving Ukrainians. Joe Biden in the United States, though he can't remember what he had for breakfast this morning or who his wife is, his handlers and his cronies are prepping the CIA, the FBI, Antifa, the IRS, and now Ministry of Truth to attack...
Oh, right, the Ministry of Truth. Now, can anyone point me in the direction of where this Ministry of Truth is? Can anyone find me any example or evidence at all that there is a Ministry of Truth, let alone a Ministry of Truth that's going to crack down on freedom-loving Americans? Whatever that means. Freedom-loving Americans? Okay. That's very... So... Oh, Jesus Christ. Anyway, people requested that I talk about this one. And once again, I think... I don't know, man. Honestly, I'm not going to lie. I'm a little jealous. What do I need to do to get on TV? Clearly, sticking to my principles isn't working. Who do I need to sell out to get on television? This is bullshit. Goddamn. Anyway, that's funny. Goddamn George Soros. I don't get it. I really don't. But I guess, when you're a trust fund baby and your parents paved the way for you to get to the point where you are, and, you've never had to face any consequence or responsibility for any of your actions. You've never had to do anything to sustain yourself. You're just a trust fund baby. You probably don't have that much of an attachment to socialist principles or anything like that. And it's pretty easy, if you're a trust fund baby, to go from pretend LARPy communist to pretend LARPy fascist. I don't know. It's a little interesting, but there you go.